Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. And to all of my moms, I want to wish you a belated happy Mother's Day. I'm so sorry I forgot about it, but I hope you all enjoyed your weekend with your family and your loved ones. Well, listen, I want to welcome you guys to Sing. Shonda inspires nations to grow. You will hear me reference my family as my VSPs, or my vibrational singing people. So I want to thank you for tapping in, tuning in, and turning it on today. Mwah! And for those of you that are new to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe and click the bell so that you can stay connected with me. Well, listen, I want to jump on into what I would love to talk to you guys about today. As you know, self-esteem is one of the main factors in just having a fulfilled, happy life. A lot of times if we have a low self-esteem, it's hard for us to accomplish our dreams and just be happy. Just be happy. And so I wanted to talk about that. Normally when we think about self-esteem, we normally think about women, but it affects men as much as it does the women, children, boys, little girls. Self-esteem. So I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about a healthy self-esteem as well as a low self-esteem and where it may have originated from. And I also want to provide some tools to help you either maintain or establish a healthy self-esteem. And then of course I'm going to end with some affirmations and a quote of the day. So if we go ahead and we look at self-esteem, it is confidence in one's own worth or abilities, self-respect, dignity, confidence, and assurance. That's what self-esteem is. It's so easy to get so caught up in just maintaining our lives sometimes that we don't realize some of the things that impact us as human beings, and we deserve to be happy. And I want to make sure that I do everything to help you either get there or stay there. So if we look at self-esteem, one of the byproducts of a healthy self-esteem, of course it would be confidence, impactful in a positive way in the lives of other people. You're focused, joyful, thoughtful. You have healthy relationships that are not toxic or in toxic ways. You're wise, you're diligent, you're controlled and disciplined, you're optimistic, you have a great sense of servanthood, you're emotionally available, and you are overall balanced individual. You're just respectful towards other people when you have a healthy self-esteem. You show others respect and you're very courteous. You have a healthy sense of self-love regards your own well-being and the way that you treat yourself. You're very assertive, in your communication style, the way that you express your feelings towards other people. You're very thoughtful at your approach of maintaining respect for others and keeping your emotions under control. You're also very considerate, careful not to cause inconvenience or hurt towards other people. People with good self-esteem are positive people, they're polite people, and they're endearing, just full of love and affection in a healthy sense, of course. But then if we talk about a low self-esteem, a low self-esteem is just a negative perception of your self-worth in response to an onset or a situation. Low self-esteem is long-standing negative self-evaluation of your feelings about yourself and your self-capabilities. And some of the byproducts of a low self-esteem, of course, would be narcissism, depression, lack of boundaries for other people, negativity, addiction, poor self-image of yourselves, eating disorders, frustration, lack of respect of yourself and others, anger, resentment, stubbornness, emotionally unavailable, vulnerable, reliant on others for validation, insecure, you repeat poor residual patterns, and lack of empathy and lack of self-love. That is all a reflection of a low self-esteem. And so if we look around us today and just observe society, we can see both people around us with healthy and low self-esteems. And unfortunately, just depending on your situation, you may see more of one versus the other. But I tend to talk to a lot of people, and I hear a lot about low self-esteem as well. And so I wanted to go ahead and address this. This is information that I got from Psychology Today. A low self-esteem in most cases can be rooted with origins in traumatic childhood experiences, such as prolonged separation from your parent figures, neglect, or emotional, physical, or sexual abuse. Later in life, low self-esteem individuals can be undermined by ill health, negative life events such as losing a job or getting a divorce, or deficient or frustrating relationships, and a general sense of lack of control. You're very impulsive. Lack of control that may be especially marked in victims of emotional, physical, or sexual abuse, or victims of discrimination in grounds of religion, culture, race, sex, or sexual orientation. Low self-esteem and mental disorder or distress go hand in hand, leading to depression, borderline personality disorder, and narcissism. But I am here to help you, to shine a light on this, to help you maintain or gain your self-esteem. I'm going to list a few ways to aid in a healthy self-esteem. Number one, I want you to make 2 lists, one of your strengths and one of your achievements. Now, normally people with a low self-esteem find it hard to find anything good about themselves. So reach out to your loved ones, your mentors, or even your therapist to help you make a list. And I want you to read that list every morning. Every morning. 2, I want you to think positively about yourself in spite of your circumstances, in spite of your mistakes, in spite of who may have rejected you, in spite of what you may have lost. Or what you may feel about yourself. Think positive about yourself. I want you to pay attention to your personal hygiene. Sometimes when people are depressed or have a low self-esteem, they don't care about that. So be mindful of that. Wear clothes that make you feel good, that are clean, make you feel good about yourself as an individual. Number 5, eat food. Eat food as part of a healthy, balanced diet. Be mindful of the food that you eat, because it will reflect in your physical appearance, but most so your biochemical insides, biochemically. Exercise regularly. You don't have to kill yourself. Maybe taking your dog for a walk, or just walking with your grandchildren, or just going out for a walk. Just little things to enjoy the world, the earth that God has given us to enjoy, nature. Ensure, number 7, that you're getting enough sleep. A lot of times when you don't get sleep, you're irritable, and it causes you to be even more tired, more depressed. So make sure that you're getting enough sleep. I want you to, number 8, reduce stress in your life. Take some time to sit there like 5 minutes and reflect on your day. Meditate, say a prayer, just unwind. Just unwind. Number 9, make sure your living space is clean, controlled, comfortable, attractive. Of course we all have this whole way that we want our homes to look, but I've learned that when you can be grateful for the little things that you have and a good steward of what you have, then God will bless you with so much more. But you have to be a good steward of what you already have. So let's keep it clean. Let's be mindful of our environment. Let's make sure it's nice and cozy and comfy. Number 10, I want you to do more of the things that you enjoy, as long as they line up with the will of God. Just do more of the things that you enjoy. Think about some of the stuff you like. Maybe think about some of the things that you enjoyed doing as a child. Do more of that. Be kind to other people. Believe it or not, when you're kind to other people, it makes you feel even better about yourself. So be very mindful and kind to other people. And number 12, I want you to avoid people, circumstances, or things, anything that makes you feel bad or put you in a negative way, negative light, or something that makes you feel bad about yourself. I want you to avoid those things. I want you to avoid those things. And you may want to rewind this back and just write down some of these tips, because it most definitely will elevate your self-esteem, elevate your spirit, put you more in alignment with God Himself. So that is absolutely awesome. And then, of course, I want to go ahead and end today's motivation with just some very good affirmations for today. So we'll go ahead and do that. Affirmations. I am so glad that everything is always working out for me. My past does not determine my future. Trials came into my life to refine me and not to define me or my self-worth. Trials entered into my life to refine me and not to define myself or my self-worth. I respect myself and others. I love myself just as I am. I don't have to lose another pound. I don't have to gain another pound. I don't have to be in a mansion on a hill, having the most luxurious car. I love myself just where I'm at and just as I am. I will make myself, my health, my mental health, and loving me my top priority. I will protect myself and honor myself from people, places, and situations that does not serve me or make me feel bad about who God created me to be. I validate me. I validate myself. I create the life that I desire. All the love that I need resides inside of me. I enjoy nature, the birds, the trees, the grass, the sand. It's all an extension of God, and just loving the sun, basking in it. Vitamin C. I will continue to nurture, to respect, to love, and to adore me just as I am. Just as I am. And I want to go ahead and end with a quote for today, for me. If I am God's masterpiece, His handiwork, craftsmanship, that He created in His image as a display of His splendor, if He loves me so much that He knows the very hairs in my head, then who am I not to reflect back to Him the love He has given me by loving me just as I am. So singers, as you go about your day and you radiate love out from yourself back to yourself, I want you to know that there is no good thing that God will ever withhold from you if you diligently remain with Him, talk to Him, reside with Him. It doesn't matter what has happened, whatever your situation is, your circumstances, if you've been recently rejected, if you've lost a job and you don't understand why your life is going the way that it is, and it may have lowered your self-esteem, I'm here to give you ways to improve your self-esteem. And if your self-esteem is healthy, I'm here to help you be mindful of ways to maintain your self-esteem. And in all you're getting, always make sure that you get an understanding. God bless you guys and have a great day. Bye now.